Good morning. I am a little bit nervous about doing a video, but I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of something about myself in hopes that maybe there's somebody out there who can relate. I was what I call a professional quitter for the first 6 or 7 years of my adult life. When I was 17, my senior year, I became pregnant with my oldest child, and I was 3 weeks from graduation. So after a week off, I went back to school, and I remember one person in particular laughed at me because I came back to school so soon after having a baby. But I was determined to finish, so I kind of shook it off. I heard comments from other people in my life that I wouldn't be successful because I had started off so young with a baby. And then when I was 19 years old and pregnant with my second child, my father passed away. And this was like a turning point for me. My life had started to kind of fall apart, and I started believing the lie that I could be and never would be. I could never be and would never be successful. So I quit college. My marriage kind of fell apart, and I ended up with a substance abuse problem. And I sat on my pity pot, just crying about what a victim of life I was, and I was not really trying to do anything to change that. So I just kind of gave up on life in general. And by the time I was 24, I had lost everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything, okay? So I was kind of forced into a corner where I had no choice, really, but to get it together. And so I ended up finding myself at another turning point in my life. I found out that I was capable of having a productive life, and that I was capable of achieving and succeeding at things, that I didn't have to buy into that lie that I would never be anything. By the age of 25, I enlisted in the service, taking a leap of faith that this would change my life. When I was 33, I completed my bachelor's degree, and when I was 35, I started my first day in my career. When I was 36, I completed my master's degree. So it was a little bit late in figuring out what I wanted to do, but I was not incapable of doing it, like I had told myself so many times over the years. And somewhere along the way, I realized that I was letting what other people thought of me impact me so much that I was holding myself back. So if you're sitting here right now listening to me tell this story, and thinking I could never do that, or I will never do that, then you probably won't, because that's what I told myself. But if you think that it's a possibility, then you probably will. Henry Ford says, if you think you can or you think you can't, then you're probably right. And there's a lot of truth to that. I understand so much more now what that means. I had people in my own circle saying that I would never make it through my substance abuse issue, but I did. And I had people in my own circle say that I would never make it through boot camp. And I did. Nobody defines my life but me. I determine my own success. And if I fail along the way, oh well. I was 25 or 26 years old when I realized that if you fall, you gotta get back up and keep going. This is a simple concept that we teach our children when they fall off of bikes. And I was 25 or 26 years old when I figured out, you just get back up and keep going. So if you feel like you're worthless, or you feel like you're not good enough, or success will never happen, stop telling yourself those lies. You're worthy and you're capable, and that's what you should be telling yourself. Now, when somebody says I can't do something, I just say, watch me. And I just want to say, I've been on this whole breakthroughs happen. This for me was my breakthrough. My breakthrough was, proving to myself that I could change my situation. Thank you for listening.